Everyone knows that wider tires give you better grip, right? Well, not so fast. While that might have once been true, modern tire technology has changed the game. This is Mike Anderson from Garage IQ, and today I'm busting 9 of the most common and sometimes dangerous tire myths. Let's kick things off with one of the biggest myths out there. Number 1. Wider tires always provide better grip. More rubber on the road means more traction, right? Not always. In dry conditions, wider tires can help, but in rain, snow, or ice, they actually reduce grip. Instead of cutting through water or slush, they tend to float, making hydroplaning more likely. Plus, they increase rolling resistance, which kills fuel efficiency. Bottom line, pick tires based on your climate, not just width. Number 2. You should inflate your tires to the PSI on the sidewall. The number on the sidewall of your tire is the max PSI, not the recommended pressure. Overinflating makes your ride rough and wears tires unevenly, while underinflating causes overheating and blowouts. For the right PSI, check the sticker inside your driver's door and stick to it. Number 3. Low-profile tires are always better for performance. Low-profile tires look cool and improve handling, but they come with some trade-offs. Less sidewall means a rougher ride, worse wet traction, and a higher chance of wheel damage on potholes. If sharp handling is your goal, they work, but for comfort and all-weather grip, a taller tire is often the better choice. Number 4. You only need to replace tires when the tread is worn down. If the tread looks fine, the tire must be good, right? Not necessarily. Tires don't just wear out, they also age out. Even if they have plenty of tread left, rubber breaks down over time, becoming brittle and less grippy. Most tires should be replaced every 5 to 7 years, even if they look fine. Heat, UV exposure, and time all weaken the rubber, increasing the risk of blowouts. Want to check your tire's age? Look at the last 4 digits of the dot code on the sidewall. Those numbers tell you the week and year the tire was made. If your tires are pushing a decade, it's time for fresh rubber. Number 5. You don't need to rotate your tires if they look fine. Rotating your tires might be unnecessary if they're wearing evenly, but that's the key. They won't wear evenly if you don't rotate them. On most cars, the front tires wear out faster because they handle steering, braking, and most of the weight. If you never rotate them, you'll end up with 2 bald front tires, while the rear ones still have plenty of tread. That leads to uneven grip, poor handling, and a shorter overall tire lifespan. The fix? Rotate your tires every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, or with every oil change. It keeps wear even, improves handling, and saves you money in the long run. Number 6. Mixing old and new tires is fine. Tires are just rubber, so mixing an old one with a new one shouldn't matter, right? Wrong. Mixing old and new tires is one of the worst things you can do for handling and safety. As tires age, their rubber hardens and loses grip. Even if the tread looks similar, an old tire won't perform the same as a fresh one. In wet or icy conditions, this difference can lead to unstable braking, unpredictable handling, and an increased risk of skidding. If you must replace tires in pairs, always put the newer ones on the rear axle. Even in front-wheel drive cars, having fresh tires in the back prevents fishtailing and keeps your car stable. But the best solution is to replace all 4 tires together whenever possible. Number 7. All-season tires work well in winter. All season sounds like they should work in all seasons, right? Well, not really. While they might handle mild winter conditions, they're no match for true winter tires when temperatures drop below 45 degrees. The problem is that all-season tires harden in the cold, losing the flexibility needed for proper grip on snow and ice. Winter tires, on the other hand, are designed with a softer rubber compound that stays pliable in freezing temperatures. Their tread patterns also have deeper grooves and biting edges to dig into snow and channel away slush, giving you significantly better traction and braking performance. Think of it like footwear. Wearing sneakers in the snow might be possible, but it won't give you nearly the same stability as a good pair of winter boots. Number 8. Low tire pressure gives you better traction in rain or snow. It's a common belief that dropping your tire pressure in wet or snowy conditions increases grip, but that's not how it works on paved roads. While lower pressure can help in off-road situations by increasing the tire surface area, it's actually dangerous for regular driving. Underinflated tires flex more than they should, which reduces their ability to maintain consistent contact with the road. This weakens steering response, increases stopping distance, and makes hydroplaning more likely. In extreme cases, underinflation can even cause sidewall damage or a full-blown blowout. Properly inflated tires are designed to push water and snow out of the way through their tread grooves. If the pressure is too low, those grooves can't do their job, and instead of gripping the road, the tire starts to slide. Some drivers even believe that underinflation helps in icing conditions, but it actually makes things worse by reducing the tire's ability to properly cut through slush and grip the road. Number 9. You can eyeball tire pressure without a gauge. Many drivers assume they can just glance at their tires and tell if they're low on air. After all, a flat tire is obvious, right? The problem is, a tire can be dangerously underinflated long before it looks visibly low. Modern tires are designed to hold their shape even when they've lost 20 to 30% of their air pressure, meaning that by the time you actually notice a difference, your tires are already at a dangerously low PSI. That kind of underinflation might not seem like a big deal, but it has serious consequences. Lower pressure increases rolling resistance, which kills your fuel economy, causes the tires to run hotter, and leads to uneven wear. If left unchecked, it can eventually weaken the sidewall enough to cause a blowout. Braking and handling also take a hit. A tire that's just 5 psi under the recommended pressure can reduce its lifespan by up to 25%, and it affects stability in emergency situations. Many accidents caused by tire failure could have been prevented if the driver had simply checked their pressure more regularly. A tire pressure gauge takes less than a minute to use, and it can save you from wasted gas, costly tire replacements, or worse, an accident. For the best results, check your pressure at least once a month or before long trips. If you're guilty of any of these, then you need to start doing the right thing so your tire serves you better. Talk about serving you better. Here are 5 pro tips you can use to give your tires a longer lifespan. Number 1. Keep your tires cool. Heat kills tire lifespan. Most drivers worry about tread wear, but heat is just as big of a problem. Excessive heat weakens the rubber, breaks down the internal structure, and shortens a tire's lifespan. This is especially true in hot climates or during long highway drives, where the friction between the road and the tire builds up extreme temperatures. Overinflated tires make the problem even worse by reducing the amount of rubber in contact with the road, focusing the heat in smaller areas. Keeping your tires cool isn't just about preventing wear, it's also a safety issue. When a tire overheats, it becomes more prone to blowouts, which can be catastrophic at high speeds. The best way to manage this? Avoid aggressive driving. Don't overinflate your tires, and park in the shade whenever possible. Number 2. Never ignore the bubble. It means a tire is about to fail. A bubble or bulge in your sidewall might not seem urgent, but it's one of the clearest signs that your tire is on the verge of failure. That bulge means the internal structure of the tire has been compromised, usually from hitting a pothole, curb, or running over something sharp. Once the internal cords are damaged, the only thing holding the tire together is a thin layer of weakened rubber. At high speeds, that weak spot can give out completely, leading to an explosive blowout. Unlike a simple tread puncture, a sidewall bubble cannot be repaired. If you see one, the only safe option is to replace the tire immediately. Number 3. Use the right PSI for load weight, not just the sticker. Most people assume the PSI sticker inside the driver's door gives the exact pressure they should always use. But here's the catch. That number is based on a standard load, usually just a driver and some light cargo. If your car is fully loaded for a road trip, carrying extra passengers or towing, that same pressure might not be enough. Underinflated tires under a heavy load can overheat, wear unevenly, and even increase the risk of a blowout. Before long trips or heavy hauling, check your owner's manual for load-based PSI recommendations. In many cases, you'll need to increase the pressure slightly to compensate. Just don't exceed the maximum PSI listed on the tire's sidewall. That's the upper safety limit, and going beyond it can make the ride harsh and reduce traction. Number 4. Rotate your tires based on your drivetrain. Tire rotation isn't just about evening out wear, it's about maximizing performance and longevity based on how your car delivers power. Different drivetrains wear out tires at different rates. In front-wheel drive cars, the front tires do most of the work, handling both steering and acceleration, which makes them wear out faster. In rear-wheel drive cars, the opposite happens. The rear tires take on the majority of the load. All-wheel drive vehicles experience more even wear, but they still require rotation to prevent imbalances that can strain the drivetrain. Rotating your tires the right way depends on your vehicle. Front-wheel drive cars should swap the front tires to the back, while the rear tires move diagonally forward. Rear-wheel drive cars reverse that pattern, with the back tires moving straight forward and the front tires going diagonally backward. All-wheel drive vehicles typically need an X rotation, swapping front and rear diagonally. Number 5. Don't cheap out on tire alignments, it saves you money. A lot of drivers skip alignments because their car feels fine, but bad alignment isn't always obvious until you start seeing the damage. Misaligned wheels cause tires to wear unevenly, reducing their lifespan by thousands of miles. Even a slight misalignment can make one side of the tire wear out much faster, leading to early replacements that could have been avoided. It also increases rolling resistance, which means your engine has to work harder, wasting fuel in the process. Beyond just saving your tires, proper alignment improves handling and control. If your steering wheel pulls to one side, the car feels unstable at high speeds, or your tires squeal in turns, it's probably overdue. A good rule of thumb is get an alignment every 10,000 miles or after hitting a major pothole. It's a small investment that prevents premature wear, improves fuel efficiency, and keeps your car driving straight and smooth. Your tires are super important, so always keep them in good shape. You might think you're saving money by ignoring some of these signs, but you'll definitely end up paying the full price if you're not careful. Which of these myths have you believed in? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more money-saving automotive knowledge.